It's exam time. That means it's crunch time. You only have 1 day left to prepare for your exams. That means it's time to get off your lazy keister, stop procrastinating, and start studying. Well, there's the problem. You gotta know how to study before you can study. Well, today I'm talking to you guys about the craziest ways that I've seen people study. That's right, the 10 exam stereotypes I've seen actual people have. We're starting off with the procrasti-napper. That's right, I said procrasti-napper. They don't just procrastinate, they sleep when they procrastinate. They think that sleep is the most important thing you can get before an exam. Even more important than studying.
All right, everybody, you may begin your exams.
Sleep is more important. 5 more minutes. This next one I call the last minute learner. These people wait until the very last minute, I mean the last second, they could possibly study for their exams because they're afraid they're gonna forget what they learn if they don't study right before they go into the exam. Now this may sound like a pretty effective way to do things, but not in some of the ways that I've seen it. Let's just take a look at what does this last minute learner person look like?
The exam is starting now. Please put away all of your notes.
I'm not ready! Wow, look at that. That's what I call leaving it to the last minute. Now this next one I'm going to talk to you guys about, not so much like the last minute learner. Kind of the opposite actually. They over-prep for exams. That's why I like to call them the over-prepper. These people will prepare for exams a year before the exam. Even 2 years before they will prepare for their university final exam straight out of grade 2. These people, they want to be so prepared that they end up forgetting everything right before the exam.
Oh my goodness, that exam was horrible.
Oh, I know. I just didn't even go in. I'm too busy studying for my LSATs. I'm gonna ace these things when I'm 20. So far I've gone through people who find the way that they think they're gonna be able to study the best and get the best mark on their exam. But what about people who just wanna pass the course? That's right, I'm talking about what I like to call the calculators. These people calculate the exact percentage they need to get on the exam to pass the course. And then they purposely only learn that much of the material so that they just barely get the credit. This may sound pretty crazy, but I actually know a few people who have used that strategy. So if you're watching right now at home and you do use that strategy, well, shout out to you. Also like and subscribe. I only need a 52 on this exam to pass the course. Holla. So far I've gone through a bunch of strategies about how people can get ready for their exams. But what about those people who don't need strategies? Those people who already know it all. Yes, I like to call these people the know-it-alls. Because like the name entails, they think they know it all. And I say think, because no one knows it all. Hey bro, wanna go grab some food to eat? Oh wait, you have exams. I totally forgot. Stop you right there. I already know everything. Okay, cool. So what, Italian? I'm feeling Chinese. Hey, me too! Cool. Now these know-it-alls don't stay thinking that they know everything. Not exactly the entire time. When that exam paper hits the desk, they all of a sudden realize, I know nothing. And that leads us into our next type of person, the I know nothing. These people think they know nothing and there's no possible way they're gonna learn it all. So they just don't study. They just go with the flow. This may sound like a pretty great strategy to use until the exam comes and you fail.
Hey dude,
Yeah?
shouldn't you be studying for exams?
No, I don't know anything. Next up are the cheaters. Yes, these people cheat on their exams because they want to get a really good mark. But what ends up happening is they spend way too much time figuring out how to cheat and how to get away with it. They could have just used that time to study and gotten a higher mark than when they cheated.
Hey man, wanna go study?
Are you? What? I'm cheating.
Wouldn't it be less work just to study? Are you constipated?
I'm cheating.
Fine.
Leave me.
Have it your way. Let me know when you crack the code.
If you've been watching this video thinking, studying's boring, why is this useful? Studying doesn't have to be boring, and that's proven by the quiz gamer. These people play quizzes and games, so that studying doesn't have to be them staring at a notebook for 3 hours straight. They play things like asteroids and Kahoots, and they make it a competition. Even though it really isn't a competition. It's still a competition.
Are you playing video games?
I'm studying. Come on! I'm studying. If you don't want your studying to take up multiple weeks, well, that's where the all-nighters come in. These people take one night to study non-stop. They stay up all night, no sleep, and they study all the way through. Sometimes this works, but most of the time they end up falling asleep in their exams, or they just didn't learn anything because most of the learning was happening at 5 a.m., and they were too tired to even know what's going on. Now this thing, I'm kind of guilty of sometimes. I keep a crazy schedule with all this editing and recording, so the time that I actually get to spend studying for exams is normally really early or really late. So I guess I kind of fall into this category. But you know what? Let's just roll the clip and you can see what this category really looks like. I'm ashamed of myself. I really am. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be better next time. I'll be better. I promise. Hey, dude. How about we stay up all night and study? We'll get so much done.
5 minutes remaining in your exam period.
What? Finally, our very last stereotype is the quiz me's. These people may sound like the quiz gamers, but trust me, they're a whole different breed. These people always want you to quiz them. Every time you see them, they'll be saying, quiz me, quiz me, quiz me, quiz me, quiz me, quiz me, please. Please quiz me, give me validation. So why don't we hop right in and see what these people are like. What are the quiz me's like? Are you a quiz me? It's all right. We accept you. Just stop asking us to quiz you.
You catch that game last night, man?
Quiz me. Quiz me.
Pardon?
Quiz me. Quiz me, darn it. There we have it. The 10 crazy exam studying stereotypes. If you enjoyed that video, click up here to watch last week's. It's all about a crazy morning routine for when you sleep in. And if you really enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to click that button down there to subscribe. Become a Behnke bro. Join the family. And I will see you guys in next week's video when exams are finally coming to an end. But until then, study hard, play hard. Stop asking me to quiz you!
Miss Becker, you have a call on line 100. Miss Becker, you have a call on line 100.